It is my pleasure to welcome in and to kick off this week here at the Walmart Northwest Arkansas Championship. I want to say one of Arkansas's own, I guess we can call you that. Gaby Lopez. Gaby, welcome back. Welcome to this week, and thanks for coming in. A little tidbit I did not know, which I'm a little embarrassed about because I follow you on social media. I know you had something very special go on recently. Graduate. You went back for graduation for University of Arkansas. Just tell us a little bit about that and how special that day and that experience was and what that meant to you and your family.
Hello to everyone. It was very, very special for me to come back to graduation and finally get my degree. I was raised with, my parents always raised me that school was first and golf was second. And I never thought of leaving school. I was always planning on graduating. So it was very, very special for me to, walk with my teammates and my classmates to finally get my degree. I think, graduating in communications and, it just gives me accomplish another goal. I think closing chapters is really important in life. And I'm really proud of myself that I get the chance to, finally get my degree and close to this chapter of school in my life. So important.
How big of a challenge was that? I know you're coming into a rookie season, your rookie year on LPGA, enough challenges for anybody, but to let alone balance school and the pressures of finishing as well as rookie year. How hard was that?
It was a little bit challenging, I have to admit. It was, handling traveling, handling. I don't really know the courses, so this is another challenge in just being a rookie. So, getting to know the courses and planning, traveling, and, airports and hotels. Plus, school was a little bit of a challenge, but, I had to manage and know how to respect my times. I had to respect when was school, when was golf, and when was time to rest, because it all comes and sums up together. So I think the challenging part was finding time to rest. And at night, it was just, okay, I'm going to do my best until this time, and then I'm going to rest because I have to play 10 holes tomorrow, So I think it's just a matter of managing my time outside of the golf course and just enjoying every single time of the process, because I know it's getting closer to graduation and I wanted to finish it strong.
Sure.
So that was actually a little bit of the challenge.
Well, you're doing pretty darn good, I think, so far. You're currently third in Rookie of the Year points in the Rookie of the Year race. Give an ultimate grade so far. We're almost halfway through the season for your first year. Give us your grade.
Well, I felt that my amateur experience in the LPGA helped me a lot to get to this point. I played 10 LPGA tournaments as an amateur, and that for sure get me going to feel this transition smoothly.
Sure.
So for sure it did help me, and I don't know if it sounds good or not, but I don't feel like a rookie this year. I feel that I'm getting to know the players, I'm getting to know, being comfortable with the environment, with the arena, and I don't know, I feel very confident with how my game is going. I have my coach here this week, my family. I have huge support, and I know I didn't get to this point by myself. I know it's a team effort, and I think it's a family, and my technical and structure part, my psychologist, my physical trainer. It's a whole bunch of not only me, it's a team effort. So
it's a team deal.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, raise your hand for any questions before we get to that. Let's talk about the link to the University of Arkansas. I've seen a lot of LPGA events in my time, and I've never seen one community and one event that is so closely knit to a college team and family. 5 either former or current Razorbacks in the field this week. How cool is that? How cool is it to either be an alumni and now be one that maybe gives some advice to the current players that they're coming in singing, Gaby, you've done this before, what can I do? How cool is that?
That actually makes this event another major for me. I think it's just a very, very special event. Coming to Northwest Arkansas and now being pro and sharing this experience with my teammates, and I think it's a dream come true. And now being part of the P&G family, it's big for me. So I feel like home. I feel this is my second home. I feel supported in every single way. Every time I turn around, there's calling the hogs, there's people cheering on me. Mexican people everywhere, and I just think it's very, very, very nice to me to share this experience with Regina from Mexico, with Alana. She's been doing great in postseason. Sure. With Maria, the freshman. I think with coaching, Shauna and Mike have done a great job recruiting great players. And I think it's, like I told you, just a structure and a family effort.
More family. All right. No question. Go. Great. In the back. Wait, sorry, we can wait for that for our transcript. Thank you.
Okay, so you just started your professional career, and last year you were with the Razorbacks, and so how different is it coming into this year? You just started your pro career, you just graduated. Is there, I know you said you're very confident in your game, but is it kind of nervous in that way that, this is your first time here as a pro as opposed to, being with the team?
I learned something very special from Arkansas, and it's having a structure. You have to cover every single part of your game. You have to cover the mental part, you have to cover the physical part, the training part. So that actually, I kind of learned that, and I took it back to Mexico. So with my coach, Horacio, we've been working on having the same structure, having my time for the gym, time for the psychologist, time for practice, and finding something else about other than school. So I think it's, that's what I take away from Arkansas, and I'm really thankful that I got to respect my times, like I said, organizing, and it's been different for sure. Traveling with your family, your teammates, it's huge support, and now that you do it kind of like by yourself a little bit, but I'm not alone. Like I said, I have a huge support. My mom comes with me every week this far, and that means a lot to me. So for this tournament, my whole family is here. I feel that I'm not alone. So I think that other than a sacrifice, I really enjoy this, and I love life on tour.
In the back.
Hey, Gabby, good to see you again. So how has your relationship with Stacy grown since you've gone pro, and then how do you feel being the second Razorback to go pro since Stacy did it?
Sadly, sometimes we have like different times. She plays in the morning, I play in the afternoon, so it's a little bit of a challenge. But definitely she's been open to me. I think, we had a relationship since I was in Arkansas, and she's been really close to the team. So I think that part just kind of got me a little bit, get the transition to the tour smoothly. It was very nice to feel that someone here was supporting me and, know me a little bit. So I feel that she's been a really good part of the team, and she's actually motivating not only me but the rest of the girls. Like Alana, I'm telling you, she admires Stacy hugely. So she's talking to me a lot, and I think Stacy is just motivating every single one of us.
How much do you relish the role of being now the one giving some advice? Have the girls asked you for any, or have you probably don't even want to give them any? How's that been for you?
It's been a little bit different because I don't know if they truly believe me, and I don't want to sound different, but I try to give them the most honest advice. Sure. What actually helped me through Q school. What I did, I thought it was right for me. I know everyone is different and they have to find their own recipe, but what worked for me, I try to just share with them this experience so they can at least have an idea what they're going to face.
Sure.
The Olympics are right around the corner. How excited are you about going to the Olympics? And do you have any concerns about the Zika virus?
I am really excited. I've never been so excited in my life. I think Rio is a lifetime opportunity, and I have very little concern about the Zika. I think right now, the International Federation is taking very good care of every single athlete out there, because it's putting a lot of the athletes in danger. But at this point, I think my excitement to play and represent my country and University of Arkansas is way bigger than concern about the mosquito. So I think if I, get vaccination and if I take care of whatever I can control, I don't think it's going to be a big of a problem. I am really excited, and I can't wait to represent Mexico.
I know, excuse me. I know you've been going back to Mexico kind of in your off weeks. You said you have 1 to 2 days of media requests there when you're home. How big of a deal is it going to be? Whether you medal, whether you do whatever you do there, but just to go and, like you said, wear your country's colors, represent Mexico, to be an Olympian, how big, can we even put into perspective how big that is of a deal to you and the rest of the Mexican people?
I think it's huge. I can't put it into words. It's you know, represent your country. I think that's why one of the reasons I play in the LPGA. I
Sure.
love, you know, the feeling of, you know, represent your country. But for sure, it's big. It's I think it's gonna actually make golf more popular in Mexico. In Mexico, golf is not very popular, so it's a little bit difficult because it's very exclusive. But this, I think, this is gonna just open, and for me, it's gonna let me share my passion with people that don't know anything about golf.
Sure.
So, you know, just putting golf into the Olympics and putting next to track and field to so many other sports that we have good athletes in.
Yep.
It's gonna be very, very special, and for me to share this game, and probably it's gonna, you know, motivate and little girls that I wish I could.
Sure. I know you're still fairly close with Lorena, too. I know you guys keep in touch. She gives you advice on professional life. What has she said about Olympics and maybe even what it could do for golf and women's golf in Mexico?
You know, I'm very fortunate to have a really close relationship with her. Lorena has been the biggest mentor I've ever had, and she's been very, very close. I think one of the things that everyone admires of her is her attitude and how humble she was on tour. I think everyone that have played with her here on tour has told me that she was a great former number one.
Sure.
And you know, for her, when I talked to her about the Olympics, she wishes she could be in my spot. You know, having the opportunity, like I said, it's a lifetime opportunity. But she's great mentor. She's been really, really close, and she's given me great advice.
Perfect. Any other questions? All right. Oh, go ahead in the back, Amy.
Hi, Gabby. You've had some good finishes in recent weeks, and you made the cut at KPMG. How are you feeling about your game coming into this week, especially on a course where you've obviously had a lot of experience?
Hi, Amy. You know, I think, like I said, just this transition to professional golf has been even smooth, and every time it's easier. But coming here, it's coming like at home. It's same feeling as Mexico. I feel that, you know, many people support me and either play I good or I play bad. But coming to a course that I know, it just takes a little bit more pressure. But I'm really, really excited, and I'm very confident with my game. You know, I've been playing very well the last couple of weeks. Didn't finish as I wanted in the KPMG, but, you know, I made the cut. I'm really lucky to do what I love, and not many people get to do that. And you know, having my coach with me and my family just makes my team a little bit stronger. So for the next challenge I'm gonna face, so hopefully I get into the British Open, I get to the Vienna, and, you know, represent my country and Arkansas in the very highest level.